It's jank. Everything out. Dang. Alright. Alright, chat. Alright. 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 Today we're gonna alright, chat. Today we're gonna be reacting to the Tylil situation about the whole essay thing. I've been hearing about this jank for a little minute, and to me, I mean, the Diddy thing was one thing. Don't get it twisted. Diddy thing was definitely one thing. I believe in Diddy, but Tyler, I don't really believe that shit too much. Tyler too humble. And like, cuz ain't gotta sit here and force no girl to goddamn, rock with him or whatnot. So like, to me, I feel like it's a stretch. Just like the one time when the girl got caught in Castanet room taking pictures and stuff, and he pulled the receipt. The only different thing is, I don't know if he proceeded to do anything with her, like, go all the way to home plate. But if he did, it'll probably be a little bit harder to, explain if he ain't got no text messages talking about like, oh, we had a great time yesterday or something like that. But like, if he didn't, I don't know. But to me, I just don't believe it. So, without further ado, let's watch.
Let me give y'all some facts, and I got some evidence to show y'all. Chat. My silence does not mean I'm guilty. My silence was intentional. My team has already sent Jordan a cease and desist, and we are also moving forward with a lawsuit for defamation. Sexual assault is no joke. Any real victims of sexual assault deserve to be believed and protected. And that shit should be taken serious. Jordan has claimed that she was sexually assaulted at the Stream Awards after party. That did not happen. Everything was cool that night. Jordan originally left the after party and came back because Jordan misplaced her phone. Not because it was taken by me.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for anyone with an idea and a drive to bring it to life. Describe what you want and watch it take shape.
Me. Everything was cool that night. Jordan originally left the after party and came back because Jordan misplaced her phone. Not because it was taken by me. When I was leaving the Stream Awards after party, Jordan seen me and my hairstylist getting in the Uber. Jordan asked to get in the Uber. She was not lured. That was Jordan's own choice to come.
And that can be easily proven. pretty sure all you got to do is hit up his hairstylist and she'll say it.
To my hotel in the Uber. She was not lured or forced. These is real facts. We got to the hotel. I offered Jordan a ride home. Jordan asked if she can use the bathroom upstairs, and I said okay. Everything after that was consent. Everything that happened after that was consent between two adults. She was not coerced, she was not forced or pressured.
So that means he did do something with her. Okay, but still not saying nothing because at any point in time she could have left. When she came back and got her phone, she could have left. When he asked her, did she want to ride home? He could have left. She could have left. She had ample times to leave. So
it was a mutual agreement between two adults. Jordan seen everything went left, chat. I hope y'all follow me, and I'm gonna show you the timeline, and I got real evidence to prove everything I'm saying. So just please follow me. I know I'm speaking a little fast, but I'm gonna slow down for y'all. Everything went left when my partner called. The moment my partner called, Jordan started acting crazy. She got really aggressive.
she needed a witness. That's exactly why she did all that. Okay, she had this jank plan from the get-go. So if everything was cool, you know, he even offered her to take her home. She wanted to stay. She said, "Can I use the bathroom?" They did whatever they did. She had any ample time to leave. She waited till there was a witness that can just say, "I heard her. She sounded like they was arguing when they was going through it. Something went right." She tried to play this. I already know what it's about to go. Go ahead, my boy.
And she was acting weird. She made me uncomfortable, and that's what made me start recording to protect myself.
Smart. You already get the gist. You already know what's going on because the girl starts screaming when your friend called trying to make a scene. You already know she's trying to get some money out of you.
Let me make it very clear right now. I have never recorded no sex tape of Jordan. That was also false. Now, that y'all following me. Jordan seen the call come in from my partner. She got upset, started talking aggressively, and she made me uncomfortable, so I started recording to protect myself. Now let's play the first piece of evidence. And every piece of evidence I'm gonna show y'all has got approved by my legal team. That's another reason why I didn't rush to come on live. Because it's a legal matter, and sexual assault is not a joke, and that should be justified in the courts and not on social media.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever you want.
So let me show y'all the first piece of evidence. Take it off emote only. Chat, listen. Here's the first piece.
I've never had a one-night stand in my life.
What is a one-night stand?
Like after the party type shit, when you first meet someone, and you don't talk to them.
So that's what we just had?
Did we just have a one-night stand?
No. As long as we cool about it, that's not a one-night stand. Mm-hmm. I said, as long as we speak about it, it's not a one-night stand.
It's so many days after tomorrow.
It's not a one-night stand.
It's so many days after tomorrow.
That's one piece of evidence. After a while, Jordan wanted to leave. So what did Tylil James do? I got her an Uber, a Toyota to be exact. I requested Jordan a Toyota. Jordan left the hotel room. Jordan came back when she realized it was a Toyota. She banged on the door and demanded a black truck. Her words verbatimly after she demanded a black truck was, do I look like the type of to ride in a Toyota? Get me a black truck. Me being a gentleman, I got her a black truck. But wait, I also got the receipts to that. Because they say you're innocent until proven guilty. No. You're guilty until you prove your innocence. And that's what I'm going to do. Because this is my image. This is my life. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show evidence. I'm going to show facts. I got receipts. What are you talking about? Now, the first, boom, December 7th, 2025, at 8:04 a.m., chat, I got Jordan a Uber. Remember, Jordan is a victim now. She claims she was sexually assaulted. So you trying to get away from me as fast as possible. So if I call you a Toyota, a scooter, a Rebel, you're trying to get away from me as fast as possible. It shouldn't matter what car you get home in. You're just trying to get away from this person that violated you. So you say, I called her Uber. She didn't want to get a Toyota. I canceled it. Boom. Let's take this down. Look at the time too. At 8:07 a.m. At 8:07 a.m., Tylil James called Jordan a black truck. Look at the payment right there. Black SUV. Fare, 16.7 miles. $132.89. Tylil James called her Uber. Let me just calm down because I'm not gonna lie, this shit is not no joke. I called her Uber. The Uber was $132. These are receipts, these are facts. This is gonna save your life in the court of law. The ride was 33 minutes. It picked her up at 8:07. So Jordan left from the hotel at 8:07. Jordan got to her destination at 8:40 a.m. Now chat, this is where it get really weird. Are y'all following me? Are you guys following me? This is where shit get really, really, really weird. And now things is getting more suspicious. Jordan got home at 8:40 a.m. Oh my God, look what Jordan texted on my fucking face. She's pregnant.
With Google Play Games, you can play unlocked. Unlock rewards with Google.
Hey, Tylil has my. Hey, Tylil has. Hold on. Hey, Tylil has my phone. I'm on the way to get it back. I was all the way home too. Oh. Hey, Tylil has my phone. I'm on the way to get it back. I was all the way home too. LOL. Okay. Jordan Pauline. Man, let's see how she look. Hold up. Give me a second. How she look? TikTok. How did she look? Jordan Pauline. How did she look? No, not the stallion. Jordan Pauline. I want to see how she.
I'm very caked up. I can't go for a minute, I ignore your phone calls. What you do it for? This is what you do it for. Tell me.
Don't worry.
You know I got that cinnamon, so sweet and spicy.
Yeah, she looked like that type. That's gone. Yeah, all right. Let's go back. Hold on. Wait, what?
Somebody in this room went to an orgy recently.
And it was bad.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
And how did you not know what was
I was knocked out
Oh,
drunk.
you were sleeping. Okay.
Like,
Somebody in this room went to an orgy recently.
she'll jump off. Keep going.
Me! She trying to fucking set me up! And now, things is getting more suspicious. Jordan
So she get dropped off at 8:40.
got home at 8:40 a.m. Oh my God, look what Jordan texted on my fucking face. She's playing with me. She trying to fucking set me up. 40 a.m. Oh my God, look what Jordan texted on my fucking face. She's playing with me.
Hey, Tylil has my phone. I'm on the way to get it back. I was all the way home too. LOL. Okay. Somebody gotta call me a car back home now.
She trying to fucking set me up. She's trying to set me up. Chat, Jordan got home at 8:40 a.m. Why did she text one of my friends this? Jordan got home at 8:40 a.m. Why did she text one of my friends this, chat? Why did she text one of my friends this? Can y'all read what she said? This girl is setting me up at 9:10 a.m. after Jordan arrived home out of her black truck at 8:40 a.m. Please follow me. She texts to one of my friends, hey, Tylil has my phone. I'm on the way to get it back. ... I was all the way home too. My friend said, LOL, okay. Somebody gotta call me a car back home now. Okay, let me go back. Hold on.
Hold up. I'm trying to. Nah, let me just.
Look, 9:10 a.m. Sunday, to all the police officers and lawyers and DAs on TikTok and on Instagram, the one that got so much to say, please follow this, the truth, the real facts. Let's go back. She texted my friend, it's at 9:10 a.m. But what does this say? Jordan, hold on. Let's clock her T right now. Your Uber got to your house that Tylil put you in at 8:40 a.m. Why did you proceed to text Tylil friend at 9:10 a.m.? Hey, Tylil has my phone. I'm on the way to get it back. I was all the way home too. Jordan, did you not just get out of a black truck at 8:40 a.m.? I'm gonna leave that up to y'all. Now, not only did Jordan lie on my name and come to the internet and speak and make a false allegation about me, she said I try to blackmail her. Let's speak on that. I try to blackmail you, Jordan. Chat, I try to blackmail her. Jordan, I try to blackmail you, Jordan. 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 Jordan.
Oh, she requested money?
I try to blackmail you, Jordan. How, Chad?
She mad she went over there, got cracked, and she didn't get paid. And she knew she was just about to be another. That's sad.
How? Look at what it say, Chad. Jordan Jordan requested 2,000, and then in the note it says for playing with me. And I try to blackmail her. She's trying to extort me, gang. She's blackmailing me. She's lying on me, bro. That shit is fucked up. She's lying on me, trying to destroy my image, bro.
Why can't you stay organized? I've experienced this myself, and it's called chronic impulse control, where you prioritize short-term actions.
I got a niece. I got a mother. I got a fucking sister. She fucking trying to blackmail me. I got a niece. She trying to blackmail me. I got a niece. I work hard every day for this I got, nigga. What you talking about? And I never let nobody take that shit from me. Fuck out of here. This shit is right here. Only thing the girl had to show. Oh my God. This shit is right here, Chad. Yo, it says a Zelle request for $2,000 for playing with me. What the f? That's blackmail. What the f do she mean by for playing with me? Let's move on. Jordan, let's continue. Because now you're trying to set me up. Now you're trying to get money out of me. Now I'm really, I'm concerned. Like, damn, I'm not giving this girl nothing. NCAA, nothing's coming at all. You're not getting $2,000 out of me. I didn't pay that $2,000. I did not pay that $2,000. No, you're not getting nothing. NCAA, nothing's coming at all. Guess what she does now, chat? And Jordan came on the internet and said she has messages, but she deleted them. Guess what? I got them. Jordan, you deleted the messages. I got them. So now let me give y'all some more evidence that my legal team had to approve, because the first thing I did, instead of coming to speak to the public, let me go speak to my lawyers, because SA is not a joke, and I sympathize for any real victims out there. For any real victims that has been through some shit like that, I really sympathize for you. Next. Boom. Jordan
I don't know if you texted me or not, but my phone is clipped. I can't see or do nothing. Oh, this is 2 separate days. Sunday, Monday.
text me right here. She said, "What you doing?" Jordan sends a question mark. I don't know if you text me or not, but my phone is clipped. I can't see or do nothing. Jordan sent me on December 8th at 12:01. This is in the noon. Jordan sent me a upside down smiling face. After she sent the upside down smiling face, she sent the Zelle request. Let me show y'all. Follow me, chat. Are y'all following the timeline? Because I'm only gonna come up here one time and say this. Jordan, all of these messages came on December 7th. All of these messages is at December 7th. The Zelle request is at December 8th. This smiley face, she sent this smiley face, right? Boom. Then she sends the Zelle request at 12:19 p.m. After she sends the Zelle request, she realized I was not paying it. Once Jordan realized I was not paying it, Jordan sent me this. You see this meme right here? Me giving him his last warning before I show him who I really am. Let me make it bigger for y'all since y'all can't read. Boom. Me giving him his last warning before I show him who I really am. What? So once Jordan realized I was not paying her $2,000, she sends me this. Me giving him his last warning before I show him who I really am. And guess what she did? She showed me who she really was and showed you who she really was. Came to the internet with false allegations, lied on my name. Lied on my name. False allegations ruin lives, chat. You understand what I'm saying? This is my reputation, my career, my life we talking about. All over a lie. And false allegations like this have lifelong consequences, bro. This shit is gonna stick with me. No matter how much evidence I show, no matter how much justice I get, this shit is up. You shouldn't do this to anybody. It's up. So let me tell y'all this one more time. The Zelle request came at 12:19. The Zelle request didn't get showed. She sent the upside down smiley face at 12:01, and then she sent that picture of Jocelyn. Before I end this stream, I'm gonna show y'all 2 more pieces of evidence that had to get approved through my legal team, because I've been handling this very seriously. I want y'all to know that this is not a joke. I've took this into legal matter, and now anything I've done before coming on this stream had to be approved by my legal team.
a certain way. Instead of trying to throw rocks and hide your hand, you should have fixed it immediately, and this could have been swept under the rug. Don't be mad. Your girl found out the type of man that you are. She should have been known that that's nobody's fault but your own. Always walk in love, and I wish you on her the best. No bullshit. God. The balls. So, one, you had ample time to leave. Boom, he tried to say it. You hopped in the Uber with him and his hairstylist when you were supposed to go. Then, two, you go back to the spot. He offers to call you an Uber to go home. You still want to stay. Y'all go upstairs. Y'all did what you did. Okay? Then his friend calls. Now, I don't know if necessarily maybe she was thinking like, oh, he might try to brag he did this with me, da 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 da. I'm not about to be one of these girls. He just put on his tally list. So then she probably felt some type of way, or she probably could have had this jank set up from the start because when the friend got on, she get the bucking and da 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 da. Now maybe he probably could have been like, oh yeah, you know, I'm with old girl at that. Yeah, I'm with her. She probably could have started bucking after that if he said something like that. Like, I don't know what the conversation led to before they did what they did, but if he probably mentioned, oh, his friend was like, what you up to with old girl that was at the awards? Oh, she probably could have started bucking because she probably could have felt embarrassed, like, oh, this girl, because she know you got a girlfriend. That's one. And yeah, you shouldn't have. I ain't gonna lie to you. Especially, you got money, cuz. You got money. And you're known. She look like she got a little following, got 100-some thousand. She not really making no money like you. You should have read that, boy. She didn't want to look like no. You have a girlfriend. You just went back to the room with her. She completed her mission. Y'all did what y'all did. And she was thinking because you had a girlfriend, because you had a name, and that you got money, a little $2,000, and it'll sweep it under the rug. It's a good thing you didn't. I already know you weren't gonna do it. Y'all New York niggas, I already know how y'all wrote. You weren't gonna do it. But, because if you would have did it, she would have held that shit over your head. And, well, I need this again. And if you would have paid it just so you didn't, because you didn't do it. So you could have paid it just so you don't feel like going through all the legal work and all this other stuff just to, okay, get out my face. I'm never going to talk to you again. That could have sank lower, but you did it the right way. You talked to your legal team, everything perfect. But whatever was said, but when your friend called the phone, it was either A, she didn't like, just look sounding like one of them other hoes that you just probably cracked, or two, she lined this up from the beginning. She wanted to witness that she was arguing and doing this, that, and the other with you when your friend called. So then she hits the friend and like, oh, Tylil has my phone, da 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 da. So that kind of looked like y'all was bucking and you snatched her phone. So I see she trying to paint a scene. But then she threatens. She leaves. Then gets snappy. You SA'd. Why are you worried about which car you getting home in? Why? If you're SA, why are you hitting the friend back talking about something? Oh, Tyler has my phone. I gotta come get it. And somebody's gonna. You're not gonna come back to the person that just SA'd you. They have your phone. You call the police. Da da da. It just don't match up. You understand? Tyler, just a lesson well learned. Man, leave these hoes alone, cuz. They ain't worth it. They damn sure ain't worth it. That right there, though, that message, that's some bullshit.
Once again, Jordan said she deleted all of our text messages, and Jordan also said she was sexually assaulted, which is false. Don't let this world get to your head and you lose your moral compass, because at the end of the day, we all have to deal with God. And if you know something made me feel a certain way, instead of trying to throw rocks and hide your hands, you should have fixed it immediately. And this could have been swept under the rug. Don't be mad your girl found out the type of man that you are. She should have known that's nobody's fault but yours. I always walk in love, and I wish you and her the best. No, God bless you too. Jordan is a sexual assault victim, but said this all sexual assault could have been all swept under the rug. You're a victim, but you said it could have been swept under the rug, and you're a victim. Okay, cool. Moving forward. Next one. Next one. Receipts, evidence.
If you had chosen integrity from the start, the situation would have never escalated. The reaction you're facing now is the consequences of your choices, not mine. Your girlfriend seeing your actions isn't my fault. I've never lied to get anything in life. If I wanted drama, I would have ignored your calls and gone straight to social media, but that's not who I am. I believe in God, accountability, and moving with love even when I'm hurt. I'm not asking for anything except acknowledgement and a real apology. It matters. Yeah.
Let's talk facts. If you had chosen integrity from the start, the situation would have never escalated. The reaction you're facing now is a consequence of your choices, not mine. Your girlfriend seeing your action.
So if he would have paid you, that's integrity.
Isn't my fault. I've never lied to get anything in life. If I wanted drama, I would have ignored your call and gone straight to social media. But that's not who I am. Jordan, you went straight to social media with lies. I believe in God, accountability, and moving with love even when I'm hurt. I'm not asking for anything except acknowledgement. A real apology matters. A real apology matters. A real apology matters. So if I would apologize to you, you would have never came to the end. If I would allowed you to extort me or blackmail me, you would have never came to the end. Okay, Jordan, you got it. Chat. Sexual assault is very serious. That is not no game. And anybody, any real victims out there, I really sympathize for you guys, because it's people like that that make up false allegations. And when people like that make up false allegations to tear other people down, it can take away from the real victims. And that shit is whack. This past week has been so traumatic for me and all my loved ones. So y'all can stop with the DMs. Y'all can stop coming to me and my family comment sections. And y'all most definitely, please, and I beg y'all, please let this be the last time y'all involve my brother Kai. Let that man live. He was not there. This has nothing to do with Kai Cenat. Leave him alone. Every time something happened with anybody he's associated with, y'all go and try to disturb him and with his peace. Let that man be. God damn. is whack, bro. But I love y'all so much, chat. And I'ma holla at y'all. I'll see y'all soon. This is my last time talking about that. My next live will be us back to regular program. But happy holidays to all y'all. Merry Christmas, and I wish y'all happy New Year's. I'ma see y'all soon.
I feel like that was bullshit because the girl set him up. Ain't no way.
I dare you to let me
She
build
called
you
it
a
SA.
completely
All right, if you sexually assaulted, right? Dang, okay. Sexual assault is real serious in the matter. Okay, so one, in the beginning, she was at the party. He was leaving. When he's leaving, I don't know what, when he's leaving, she decides to insert herself in his Uber with his hairstyles. Okay, so when she inserted herself in the situation, she could have went home. She didn't have to stay with him. She goes home with him. He offers her, well, no, she goes in the Uber with him. He offers her, hey, do you need a ride home or something? Like, I can get you home. She's like, nah, can I use the bathroom upstairs? Like, that's very direct. Like, can I use the bathroom upstairs? Okay. She uses the bathroom upstairs. He goes up. They get into a conversation. One thing leads to another. As adults, they end up doing something. They end up he ended up cracking. After he ends up cracking, his friend gets on the phone. Now, to me, the conversation when he first answers the phone with the friend will explain a whole lot to me, because his friend calls and she all of a sudden starts snapping, going off, doing this, that, and the other, screaming and all that. One, I could interpret it as she lined this thing up from the beginning. She needed a witness. So when somebody got on the phone, when he got on the phone, and she started doing all the most and screaming and da-da-da-da-da, then it looks like she having an issue with him and he doing something to her and she's not feeling it. And now she has a witness. So when she brings up these allegations, she can be like, yeah, his friend even called, and when his friend called, I was telling him about himself. So like she could have lined that Jane up from the beginning. Or what could have happened is when his friend called, his friend probably, yo, what you up? You good? What's up? Yeah, I'm up here with girl from the jump. She probably got embarrassed about that. If that's what he said. Like, we don't know the conversation because he said, I got on the phone, was talking, we started arguing. If he said something like that, like his friend, his homie called, and he was like, yeah, I'm up here, old girl, not that girl, this girl. Well, yeah, that one. She could have probably felt some type of way. She could have been like, damn, I'm not about to be like all these other junks, like, no. And she probably get to snapping at that. Boom. It's perfect that he recorded himself. Because when in the recording says, I've never really had a one night stand in my life. So that's her agreeing to, yeah, we did it, and it was both consensual. Yeah, I never really had it. Oh, is this gonna be a one night stand? You're not gonna call me. That's concern right there. That is showing you want SA. You just didn't want to be like one of the other hoes. They talk da-da-da. She has to leave. He calls her an Uber home. Now, if you're sexually assaulted, SA, you leave. You're trying to get out of there. You're gone. He calls you an Uber. A Toyota pulls up. You get mad and said, do I look like the type of B that rides in a Toyota? If you was SA, you don't care what car come up. You getting out of there as soon as possible. And probably as soon as you get out of there, you're going to call the police and be like, hey, look, I don't, this, that, and other happened, this, that, and other, boom, boom, and you gone, boom. instead turned right back around, bang on the door, and cuss him out, talking about something. Do I look like the type of B that drives in a Toyota? I need a black truck. I need a black truck. And thank God for iPhones and screenshots, because it showed times, dates, and everything that he ordered you. Toyota did come. He had to cancel it. After he cancels it, not even like 7 minutes later, the black Suburban truck comes. And it's like $132 for like 16 miles. So that's crazy already. You get home at 8:40. Now this is when the weird stuff happened. This is how I know, like, she was lining this up the whole time. She texts his friend, the one he called when he got a call after he did what he did with her. Oh, Tylil has my phone. I gotta come pick it up. I'm on, and I just got home. ... Let's insinuate y'all probably was arguing. He probably did this, the other, took your phone, this, that. You setting it up. And you try to say like, oh, I deleted the text messages, all this, but he got all the receipts and he saw all the screenshots. Then you go on to be bold enough to send him a request for $2,000. And in the request, it says, for playing with me. So now you feel some type of way, because you just did this, that, and the other. Probably got humped, probably feeling like one of these cheap little girls that you just went home with him and you ain't get no money from it, and now you just got an Uber ride home. Because let's remember what Kai did to the other girl, the girl that tried to put Kai on blast. Kai said, well, I ain't paid near $1 on her. I ain't spend near money, ain't send her no money. Only thing she got is an Uber ride. And that's what you got, an Uber ride. So you tried to make up for it, requested $2,000. Then you go on to text him for 2-3 days straight. What you doing? Question mark, question mark. Then you send him a upside down emoji. Upside down, what is it? The smiley face, but it's upside down, a little crazy emoji. You send him that, and then 5 minutes later, that's when you sent the Zelle request for $2,000. Then once you seen he wasn't paying it, you sent him the little meme on the phone. And all these, he got screenshots of it, clear. You sent him the Zelle phone. You sent him the meme, and the meme said, the look I give him before I show him my real self, and he still don't hit you back, and you go to the internet. That's crazy. Like, I say it's wild. And no BS. I believe he didn't do it. Like, he got money, he got a girl, he has a name, he has a face, he has something, and you don't have what he have. So he can have any girl he want. Any girl he want. Tylil ain't no ugly ass nigga. He get it. I really don't believe he did that, man. So that's BS to me. That's full BS. And we're gonna carry it like that, boy. Hold up. Duke Dennis gets response. This situation is oh shit.
I'm not entertaining this. Her claiming she now has a man.
Y'all, I don't know what's that marriage thing about. I saw that shit too. I was like, I had the same reaction y'all all had.
I ain't even gonna lie, we be all having the same reaction sometimes. Because sometimes I just be finding out things as well. I'm not bringing no nigga on this stream. I'm not bringing my nigga on here. It's none of that that's gonna go on. None of that. But if I'm on stream for hours and I want to have a mute moment to check in, then I'm gonna do that.
Now, the reason why OMBPC is responding to Zoe now having a man is because in a recent interview with 85 South podcast, OMBPC said that he wants to marry Zoe.
Yeah, I enjoyed the 85 South show. That shit old though. That shit was a little minute ago. I wouldn't have said some of the shit that I said up and now if I knew what I knew now. It's Zoe to be my official girlfriend. So
I think she just heard you.
I want to marry her.
Huh?
Damn. Yeah, I f with her. Yeah. All good. Got a boyfriend, man. Y'all respect them people. Y'all respect them people's space and privacy and shit. Respect them people's situation. You hear me?
Justin, who just purchased a house with Lala in LA, revealed that Seven is staying with them, which DDG was shocked because Seven didn't reach out to him.
She got a boyfriend, but she was just on stream with dude, and he was filling in her butt in there. Don't let me get.
She got to LA.
Hit 7 up. She ain't hit me up. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I told her 7 up.
Justin, who just purchased a house with Lala in LA, revealed that Seven is staying with them, which DDG was shocked because Seven didn't reach out to him when she got to LA.
Hit 7 up. She ain't hit me.
This wasn't necessarily to bring to the internet for kids to give opinions. Seven isn't happy with DDG bringing their issues to the internet. This wasn't necessarily to bring to the internet for kids to give opinions. I've never taken it personal when he doesn't respond back because we all have stuff going on. I had a full conversation with him. He knows why I was in LA for less than 48 hours. I'm not entertaining this.
Me up. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I told Seven today, I said, if I don't see you before you leave LA, we beefing. Where since you got a that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's my homie. Like, damn, bro.
She said this wasn't necessary to bring to the internet for kids to give opinions. I've never taken it personal when he doesn't respond back because we all have stuff going on. I had a full conversation with him. He knows why I was in LA for less than 48 hours. I'm not entertaining this.
What I said about Seven not linking with me, listen, Seven is my real homie in real life. Don't be doing whatever y'all be doing to everybody else that be fucking, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that be beefing with me, Seven is not, y'all don't do that with her, bro. Y'all don't do that. Nah, I was reading comments and shit. Y'all don't do that with her, bro. I just found out she was here on stream and I said what I said, but don't do that with her. I was in my feelings a little bit. Me and her did talk. We good. I'm like, hey, bro, don't come out to LA no more and not come see me, bro.
Jordan Pauline went live again to go off on Duke Dennis and other popular content creators that were questioning her story when it came to Tylil allegedly essaying her. Duke Dennis.
And this is her, the one that got essayed. She looks like a nice, fine young lady. And to me, she didn't want to be just like one of them others. She wanted to get in the spotlight. She got 198,000 followers. And I don't think she had that before all this started happening. Really, I think this is just a clout chase, just to get some followers. Who knows? I could be wrong.
Duke Dennis, you could literally, I'm not going to say anything else, okay? Allegedly essaying her. Duke Dennis. Duke Dennis, you could literally, I'm not going to say anything else, okay? Now, Jordan Pauline is responding to a viral video of Duke Dennis that was recently posted, but I think this is an old video that a clipper actually reposted and made it seem like he was talking about Tylil, but in all actuality, I think this is an old video when Duke was talking about Kaisenet during the Mafia Dawn 3.
It's so fun. I've been seeing everything that bro been going through, and it ain't even my business, so I'm not going to speak on like what he should or shouldn't do. This is one of my biggest fears, and that's to be embarrassed. This is supposed to be his month, his week. The end of his year is supposed to be so great and so happy. The internet done found a way to to completely ruin this moment for him.
Baby Rich, I'm sorry for saying ill. Fuck no, not Baby Rich. Ill. I did not mean it like that. It caught me off guard. Yeah, I don't think Baby Rich is ugly at all. I think he's a very nice looking man and he has really nice skin. God bless you, Baby Rich. I do not mean to, make you feel less than who you are. You've always been a really nice person to me. You've always been a really good friend to me. So yes.
You went straight regular. You just was crying. I'm done streaming. It's never been about your stream career. What have you done in the streaming world by yourself? And you like, think I'm gonna do this for a collab. She told us, you gotta listen to what people say. She sat there and told us what it was about. She said her streaming career, protect her integrity. I'm done streaming. She said, I'm done streaming. We didn't know you streamed. We didn't know you streamed. We didn't know this was about a collab. She sat there and said, oh, niggas think they could do what they want over a collab. She was trying to get a collab. She must have texted Tylil and said some crazy shit. And he like, bro, don't do that. So he was blowing her phone up. But my thing is, you can't sit there and show the call log and then say like, yo, like, I'm not gonna say who it is.
The streamer Rod, I wanna address him. You look like a rat. You look like a ratatouille ass nigga. Do not ever speak on me again, you crazy looking ass nigga. Like, boy, bye. You don't know anything about me, and I've been streaming for a while, and you can suck my dick, and you can suck his dick, and you can suck everybody else's dick, and just go on an island and suck everybody's dick, because you're a sucker, and I don't got time for it, okay?
Where's the assault part? Like, I'm not trying to sound insensitive here, but where's the assault part? The context that she just described was there was consent on both ends, and she regretted it afterwards, so she started crying. He was probably recording him buzzing down, because that's what niggas do.
McQueen, weren't you on YouTube like in 2014, bro? You're 50 years old, still trying to stream. Please don't ever speak on me again. Like, seriously. Please. You guys are gross.
From what I've heard and what I've experienced myself, she did say a couple of things that kind of questioned, not say credibility, but her statement a little. If he would have courted me correctly, it would have been a different story. What do you mean if he would have courted you correctly? Because you snitched his girlfriend because he didn't do it the right way. But if he would have done it the right way, would have snitched? And then she then says like, and everybody keeps saying they thought she was asexual. What the fuck does that even mean? What?
I don't even want to get started on these. Okay? You give it up for a slice of bread. And I have nothing else to say. Alright? Do not ever speak on me again, girl. Don't ever fix your mouth to speak on me. Ever again. Ever again. Okay? Thank you. I have decided not to speak on this matter anymore. The internet is a slice of bread.
If he would have courted you correctly. Because you things that kind of questioned, not say credibility, but her statement a little. If he would have courted me correctly, it would have been a different story. What do you mean if he would have courted you correctly? Because you snitched his girlfriend because he didn't do it the right way. But if he would have done it the right way, would have snitched? And then she then says like, and everybody keeps saying they thought she was asexual. What the fuck does that even mean? What?
I don't even want to get started on these. Okay? You give it up for a slice of bread. And I have nothing else to say. Alright?
Bitch, you gave it up for an Uber ride. At least she eating.
Do not ever speak on me again, girl. Don't ever fix your mouth to speak on me. Ever again. Ever again. Okay? Thank you. I have decided not to speak on this matter anymore. The internet is mean and evil, and I cannot wait till y'all eat y'all words. I really cannot wait till everybody eats your words, and I really cannot wait till this is all blown over, because I know a week from now, nobody's even going to be talking about this, or even a month from now. This shit gets swept under the rug so much in the world, in the entertainment business, you guys. This shit gets swept under. Please.
The context that
she did say a couple of things that kind of questioned, not say credibility, but her statement a little. If he would have courted me correctly, it would have been a different story. What do you mean if he would have courted you correctly? Because you snitched his girlfriend because he didn't do it the right way. But if he would have done it the right way, would have snitched? And then she then says like, and everybody keeps saying they thought she was asexual. What the fuck does that even mean? What?
I don't even want to get started on this. Okay? You give it up for a slice of bread. And I have nothing else to say. Alright? Do not ever.
But you gave it up for an Uber ride and a lawsuit that's about to get your ass. About to be on your ass. You gave it up for an Uber ride and a lawsuit. Don't be mad, cuz. Don't be mad because everybody's seeing through your flaws. Don't be mad. Sitting here making a whole video trying to put each person in their place is just showing that you know you're wrong. So you want to go hop on this, hop on that, repeat, respond to this, respond to that. If it's true, you wouldn't be out here trying to, I'm gonna tell this person about this. You got a whole phone of notes of people who you want to respond to. You know you dead ass wrong.
Never speak on me again, girl. Don't ever fix your mouth to speak on me ever again.
And the sad part is she cute. But you know what they say. Cute girls be the worst ones, boy. She just look bougie. Nah.
Ever again, okay? Thank you. I've decided not to speak on this matter anymore. The internet is mean and evil, and I cannot wait till y'all eat y'all words. I really cannot.
You ain't speaking on it no more because you know everybody's seeing through that bullshit ass story. Ain't nobody falling for that shit. Especially now that Tylil done dropped the receipts. You ain't fooling nobody. And then you want to say God bless. Girl, you better not play with God. Don't play with my God like that. Now, if this shit true, which I doubt, if this shit true, I get butt naked in the middle of the road with an apology sign written across my chest and record it and put it on social media.
I cannot wait till everybody eats your words, and I really cannot wait till this is all blown over, because I know a week from now nobody's even going to be talking about this, or even a month from now. This shit gets swept under the rug so much in the world, in the entertainment business, you guys. This shit gets swept under the rug a lot, and sadly a lot of women do not get justice, but I'm going to fight it. I'm going to fight for it, and you know, God bless. Like I said, everybody's going to eat their words, okay? Do not call me a liar and defame my character and make me feel like I'm less than when I came on this platform telling my truth, when I could have been silent and let the shit happen to the next person, and she wouldn't have said nothing at all either.
But the last girl ain't call you a liar. She said it's just some flaws in your story, and you took offense. Instead of clearing it up, you took offense. It's a guilty behavior.
I guess that's what y'all want. I guess. I get it. I guess. Whatever. I have no regrets again because my heart is pure. Like I said, at the end of the day, God is going to know. God knows everything. God sees all. You know what I'm saying? And I have nothing else to really say regarding that.
Heart pure, body fake. Everything fake. Head, boobs. Lips. Braces. Teeth not even right. Man, cut it out.
Tylil went live and dropped tons of receipts last night. Jordan Pauline also responded to his live. Tylil's girlfriend also spoke out as well. Now, before I show y'all all of that, let me quickly recap her story of that night.
She was at an after party for the Streamer Awards, and while she was there, Tylil had like taken her phone without her really thinking anything of it. A little bit of time passes on by. She ends up leaving with her friend, and by the time she gets home, she realizes that her phone is gone. Her friend is like, yo, you just go ahead and catch an Uber back to the party and then have them call you like an Uber back home. So that's what she ends up doing. By the time she gets to the party, he fake acts like he lost the phone. They look around the party for like 30 minutes. And he goes on to say that his assistant has her phone, but it's at the hotel. And he tells her hop in the black truck, which she ends up doing. So when she's in his hotel room, he ends up being like, oh, the phone is in my pocket and it's broken. Now, here's where the details get wonky, but she pretty much says that he forced himself onto her. So when she's there, he's like, oh no, I have to. And so they end up, and the very next day, he ends up hitting her up, blowing up her phone, talking about he want to hit it raw. She also goes on to allege that he recorded a phone call between them without her consent. And so she goes on to like tell his girlfriend, and he feels some type of way about that. And according to her, she said that he wanted to bribe her with the stream to basically have things be water under the bridge.
Now, in order for me to tell y'all why they responded, I got to tell y'all a little bit of the story. Tylil said that he was at a Streamer Awards after party, but him and his hairstylist decided to leave the after party and they called the Uber. Jordan Pauline asked to go into the Uber. She got into the Uber. The Uber went back to Tylil's hotel. Then Jordan Pauline asked to use Tylil's bathroom. She went upstairs, went to his bathroom, and then when Jordan Pauline came out of his bathroom, they had consensual intercourse. Now, Tylil did admit that he cheated on his girlfriend. He took to social media to apologize to her. He said, I want to apologize to my lady. I love you and I'm sorry. That was whack. I should have knew better. These females are evil and jealous. Tylil's girlfriend responded back to Tylil's post, I am not in a relationship. Now, back to the story of what happened in the hotel, because Jordan Pauline does respond to his live. Jordan Pauline starts acting weird. She starts saying that this was her first time having a one-night stand, which he caught her saying that on camera.
I've never had a one-night stand in my life.
What is a one-night stand?
Like after the party type shit, when you first meet someone, and you don't talk to them.
So that's what we just had.
Did we just have one night stand?
No. As long as we cool about it, that's not a one-night stand. I said, as long as we speak about it, it's not a one-night stand.
God bless, huh? All the truth gonna come out. If you essay, why you over here worried about if you gonna be a one-night stand? You ain't wanna look like one of these two bitty hoes over here on the corner cracking for an Uber ride. Cut it out, man. Ain't nobody else
It's so many days after tomorrow.
She got even weirder when his girlfriend called and he was talking to his girlfriend on the phone. After he got off the phone with his girlfriend, Jordan Pauline started acting very different. She became very angry and demanding.
The moment my partner called, Jordan started acting crazy. She got really aggressive and she was acting weird. She made me uncomfortable, and that's what made me start recording to protect myself. Let me make it very clear right now. I have never recorded no tape of Jordan. That was also false. Now that y'all following me, Jordan seen the call come in from my partner. She got upset, started talking aggressively, and she made me uncomfortable, so I started recording to protect myself.
And she didn't want to be there because she was upset that the girlfriend called the phone while she was in the room. She demanded Tylil call her Uber, which he did. A Toyota showed up. Jordan Pauline was upset with the Toyota, so she came back up.
Jordan came back when she realized it was her Toyota. She banged on the door and demanded a black truck. Her words verbatimly after she demanded a black truck was, do I look like the type of out in a Toyota? Get me a black truck. Me being a gentleman, I got her a black truck. But wait, I also got the receipts to that. Jordan is a victim now. She claims she was assaulted. So you trying to get away from me as fast as possible. So if I call you a Toyota, a scooter, a Rebel, you're trying to get away from me as fast as possible. It shouldn't matter what car you get home in. She didn't want to get a Toyota. I can't do that. Boom. Let's take this down. Look at the time too. At 8:07 a.m. At 8:07 a.m., Tylil James called Jordan a black truck. Look at the payment right there. Black SUV. Fare, 16.7 miles. $132.89. Tylil James called her Uber. Let's clock her T right now. Let's clock her T.
Fuck for Uber ride. That's crazy.
Your Uber got to your house.
Or not just any Uber ride.
house that Tylil put you in at 8:40 a.m. Why did you proceed to text Tylil friend at 9:10 a.m.? Hey, Tylil has my phone. I'm on the way to get it back. I was all the way home too. Jordan, did you not just get out of a black truck at 8:40 a.m.?
But anyway, she also texted Tylil when she got home. She said, "What are you doing?" He didn't respond. Then she said, "I don't know if you text me or not, but my phone is clipped. I can't see or do anything." Then the next day after they slept with each other, she texted him an upside down smiley face. Now, Tylil also didn't respond to that, which she started to become very upset. So she sent him a Zelle request for $2,000. And in the memo of that request, she said, "For playing with me."
She's blackmailing me. She's lying on me, bro. That shit is up. She's lying on me, trying to destroy my image, bro. I got a niece. I got a mother. I got a sister. She trying to blackmail me. I work hard every day for the guy. What you talking about? And I never let nobody take that shit from me. Out here. Only thing that girl had to show. Oh my God. This shit right here, it said, yo, it says a Zelle request for $2,000 for playing with me. NCAA, nothing's coming at all. You're not getting $2,000 out of me. I didn't pay that $2,000.
Now, Jordan took to social media to explain the $2,000. She said, $2K to pay for my phone that you broke. Doing that, but you still had a B. That is still happened. You still premeditated and plotted. You'll be in jail, bookie. Trust.
Hold up, go back. I didn't see that. Go back. $2K to pay for my phone that you broke. Dumbass. Doing that, but you still, still happened. You still premeditated and plotted. You'll be in jail, bookie. Trust. Seems like you premeditated that.
B, that is still happened. You still premeditated and plotted. You'll be in jail, bookie. Trust.
All of these messages is at December 7th. The Zelle request is at December 8th. This smiley face. She sent this smiley face, right? Boom. Then she sends the Zelle request at 12:19 p.m.
She said she won't go respond to nothing anymore. Cause the internet is evil and mean. Nah, you ain't responding cause these receipts coming out. Let's be honest. You ain't responding cause them receipts coming out. Your ass looking stupid now.
After she sends the Zelle request, she realized I was not paying it. Once Jordan realized I was not paying it, Jordan sent me this. You see this meme right here? Me giving him his last warning before I show him who I really am. Jordan came on the internet and said she has messages, but she deleted them. Guess what? I got them. Jordan, you deleted the messages. I got them. So now let me give y'all some more evidence that my legal team had to approve, because the first thing I did, instead of coming to speak to the public, let me go speak to my lawyers. Don't let this world get to your head and you lose your moral compass, because at the end of the day, we all have to deal with God. And if you know something made me feel a certain way, instead of trying to throw rocks and hide your hands, you should have fixed it immediately. And this could have been swept under the rug. Don't be mad your girl found out the type of man that you are. She should have known that's nobody's fault but yours. I always walk in love, and I wish you and her the best. No bullshit. God bless you too. Jordan is a victim, but said this all been all swept under the rug. You're a victim, but you said it. It could have been swept under the rug. If you had chosen integrity from the start, the situation would have never escalated. The reaction you're facing now is a consequence of your choices, not mine. Your girlfriend seeing your actions isn't my fault. I've never lied to get anything in life. If I wanted drama, I would have ignored your call and gone straight to social media. But that's not who I am. Jordan, you went straight to social media with lies. I believe in God, accountability, and moving with love even when I'm hurt. I'm not asking for anything except acknowledgement. A real apology matters. A real apology matters. A real apology matters. So if I would apologize to you, you'd have never came to the internet.
Then Jordan Pauline goes on to say he's still a R. The police got all the details, so stay tuned. God always has the final say. He's seen and heard it all, and he don't play about me. Jordan Pauline also released text messages that she had with her friend the next day. Now,
I'm not trying to hear no text messages she got from her friend. That's bullshit. All right, one. Come on, cuz, like, Always trying to get a nigga. Who is this? Wrong house, baby. Always trying to get a dude. First of all, you guilty when she made that. Man, I'm just...
Pay attention to the timestamp because at 12:19 she texts Tylil a upside down smiley.
Tylil raped me and he stole my phone and locked me in the room at 12:01. See, yeah, man, this shit ain't adding up, yo. She trying to get that money in the clout and everything. Like, this ain't the way to do it. And then, as you see, on December 8th at 12:01, that's when she sent the upside down emoji. At 12:10, that's when he got the Zelle request for $2,000. And the message on it said, for playing with me. He didn't reply to none of that. So at 3:35, she sent this meme, me giving him his last warning before I show him who I really am. You lined this whole thing up. You set my mans up, girl.
Face, and he didn't respond. So when he didn't respond, she now texts her friend. She says, Tylil R'd me. Very mad as F, he stole my phone and locked me in his room. The friend responded back, what? Jordan Pauline goes on to say, completely took advantage of me, and then on top of that, he broke my other phone. I couldn't even call a car home. Like, I'm so mad. The friend responded back, you was with Jay, no? Damn, what the F? That's crazy. How did you get home? I was, but Jay sent me back because I forgot Tylil stole my phone. These dudes is disgusting completely and ruined my night. Y'all let me down for real. The friend responded back, nah, that sounds crazy. So did he put it in or no? Like, did your clothes come off? He put it in for 2 minutes, but I was crying, pushing him off of me. It was so many hoes there. I don't move like that. I'm not no effing groupie, bro.
See, I told you. That's what it was. It was the fact that she didn't want to look like one of them other little hoes that they be cracking and da-da-da-da because she thinks she's somebody. She got a little following on TikTok and everything. And when his homeboy called after he was done, he probably was like, oh, no, I'm upstairs with da-da-da-da. And it probably made her feel some type of way because then she started feeling like them other hoes that they be cracking. So guess what? She flying out.
Bro, it got me mad. I'm saving myself for someone that actually cares about me.
Nah, I ain't trying to hear that. Not trying to hear that. Chat, we're not trying to hear that. What else we got? This is crazy. Let's see what we got on. That is wild. So she look alright, but
I'm not gonna lie, I use Grammarly every time I write.
Swear
it
to
helps
God,
me
y'all,
get the best
this
grades
is by
possible
far
while depleting the least.
I'm gonna keep this short and simple. I'm not.
yeah, okay. I already watched that.
My most favorite crash.
I got this.
Swear to God, y'all, this is by far.
I got this.
You see? Yo!
Come on, we need one more. You got this. Come on, you got it.
Come on,
Let's go. Oh, damn.
One.
Dear basketball, from the moment I started rolling my dad's tube socks.
Buddha shot right there.
I got this.
I've been seeing so many people on here freak out.
I'll give you a lesson in life.
In the morning,
That was some bullshit. I don't like what Tylil going through. I wonder what Kai said about the whole thing. Let's see what he got to say about the whole. I don't know how the ball spent like that. You know, that's how you shoot. Call you white lightning. Did Kai respond to it or he didn't? See, like, if that's what come with the fame, man, I don't even want the fame because Cassinet got lined up. Girl took all type of pictures in his room and everything. He had to do the most just to clear his name. Now Tylil going through it. That boy, like, his girl was bad too, boy. Like, bad. Man, fuck it. It is what it is. Dang, they ain't gonna let him out no time soon. Hold up.
Was it just confusing for you? Like, you just couldn't believe it happened?
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't believe it. Though I really feel like y'all playing with me because I really been said, fuck this shit. We can't go to the next question.
What's up, gang? We back with another wild breakdown. And today, we're diving deep into...
Was it just confusing?
And like, this stream, I'm gonna go for like 4 hours. Tomorrow I got a stream. It's gonna be about, you know, just say know the drill. So I'm waiting for my medical records to come in because I really got something to say about a whole lot of things. And then the day after that, I'm going to be on Google Duos, learning Spanish. Y'all can help me. So I got a few streams lined up.
For you, like, you just couldn't believe it happened?
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't believe it. Though I really feel like y'all playing with me because I really been said, fuck this shit. We can't go to the next question.
What's up, gang? We back with another wild breakdown. And today, we're diving deep into some heated Memphis street drama that's got everyone talking. Things are getting messy, and the tension is off the charts. So here's the deal. Rapper Pooh Shiesty just stirred things up again, reigniting what many thought was a squashed feud between his longtime partner Big 30 and Moneybagg Yo. On his new track, Shiesty dropped a line that made the whole city start buzzing. He said, "I heard street dudes getting tummy tucks. Told you, these rappers lame." And if you know how Memphis moves, then you already know exactly who he's throwing shade at. This line didn't just shake the table, it flipped it. Let's rewind the story so you can really understand how we got here. From the moment Big 30 first connected with Moneybagg, things looked solid. It was all love and loyalty at first, but somewhere along the way, that brotherhood cracked and turned into straight tension.
Do you think he really got liposuction to lose weight?
On some G shit, though, I really feel like y'all playing with me because I really been said, fuck this shit. We can't go to the next question.
All right, we can move on. I just like, you had some funny bars in the whole thing that I just kind of wonder if it was serious or not.
Shit back up.
Nah.
I ain't on that.
Nah, we Moneybagg too.
Talking about that.
And now, with Pooh Shiesty jumping back in the mix, it's like someone just lit a fuse waiting to blow. But remember, this isn't just about music anymore. It's personal. What started as rap competition has turned into something way deeper, hidden behind catchy beats and tough lyrics. To see how this all started, we gotta go back to when Big 30 was just a kid from South Memphis trying to find a way out. Big 30, real name Rodney Wright, came up repping the KSBG crew on the South Side, and even back then, he stood out. He was known for being bold and getting into trouble at school. bouncing around before finally landing in an alternative program. But the streets kept calling, and Big 30 couldn't ignore it. That's when he linked up with his childhood homie Pooh Shiesty, and together with their boys Lil Hank and Chopper, they formed the now infamous Chopper Gang. From there, everything started moving fast. The music, the fame, and the drama that came with it. These weren't your average teens. These guys were making serious noise across South Memphis. They were gaining a name fast, with people saying their crew ran things in the area. Big 30's name itself came from what he called his favorite piece, and he quickly earned a rep as one of the toughest names in the city.
For music, and tell me if I'm wrong, it seemed like it was a personal reason why you took a break.
I was going through something. I had to get my mind right. I had lost a close friend, really.
Yeah. How much did that, like, I mean, obviously it weighed on you a lot. That's why you took the break from music. But was it just confusing for you? Like, you just couldn't believe it happened?
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't believe it.
But here's where things get real interesting, because family ties start to shape everything. Big Nochi was already out there making major connections around Memphis. He wasn't just known in the neighborhood, he had reach across different parts of the city. And guess what? Nochi became the link.
I stream, tomorrow is another stream. I need to put my streams up. Tomorrow's gonna be another stream. I started around 2 o'clock like I did today. Nah, I ain't start this one at 2. But tomorrow's gonna be another stream, another 4-hour stream. The day after that, we're gonna learn Spanish. But I'm also going to King's. Nah, I'm not. I'm also streaming because I'm also buying a car. So, like, tune in to that. I got a lot of shit planned, so y'all just tune in. If you haven't, subscribe.
Between Big 30 and Moneybagg Yo's world back when Moneybagg was still building up his Bread Gang brand. At that time, Moneybagg wasn't looking for flashy industry types or fake personas. He wanted people with real stories, real experiences, and raw energy that would hit hard in his music. Through Big Note.
But then Moneybagg still lyrics from what's his name? Moneybagg stole lyrics from Finesse 2 times and had to pay him.
He met Big 30, and right away, that chemistry clicked. Moneybagg knew he'd found someone different, not just another rapper chasing fame, but a genuine artist who had lived what he rapped about. Big 30 had the mix of street reputation and lyrical skill that fit perfectly with what Moneybagg wanted for his label, and having both Big 30 and Nochi close brought a serious level of respect and strength to Moneybagg's circle. A big deal when you're trying to move smart through Memphis's intense music and street scene. The deal made perfect sense for everyone involved. Big 30 finally got the platform, resources, and recognition he needed to push his career to the next level. And on the flip side, Moneybagg brought in 2 solid, respected names who could stand strong in any situation. It seemed like the perfect team-up. For a while, everything was running smooth. When Big 30 officially signed under Bread Gang through CMG, the vibe was nothing but love. Moneybagg didn't treat Big 30 like just another artist. He treated him like real family. They were dropping bangers together, performing side by side, and helping shape the sound of Memphis hip-hop in a major way. Big 30 stayed focused, releasing track after track that racked up millions of views, while proudly repping Bread Gang everywhere he went. At the same time, his connection with Pooh Shiesty was paying off big too. Pooh was building his own empire under Gucci Mane's 1017 label, and together they were showing how 2 Memphis artists could take over the industry from both sides. The Chopper Gang name started buzzing hard, and suddenly everyone was talking about how Big 30 and Pooh Shiesty were taking things to a new level. During this golden run, Big 30 was featured on some of Moneybagg's biggest records, while Moneybagg made sure to shine a light on Big 30's solo work too. The chemistry they had in the studio was unmatched. Every song hit with real emotion and authenticity because their bond went deeper than music. This moment would later turn into a huge source of tension between everyone involved. Everything shifted on January 28, 2022, when Big Nochi lost his life in the Whitehaven neighborhood of Memphis. It wasn't just...
My thing is, whoever be doing these edits and be on the history, they be really doing their homework. Cause for them to get dates, times, people's names that ain't even big, famous to the world, for real. I mean, Big Nucci was, but like they be almost seeming like they 12 out here, boy, cause they be getting everything.
Some random incident, people around the city whispered that it was tied to deeper street drama that would soon shake the whole Bread Gang circle. According to what Big 30 later said, Nochi had been out there helping Moneybagg Yo with behind-the-scenes matters, things that Moneybagg Yo couldn't personally handle himself. Big 30 claimed that at one point, Moneybagg was dealing with some serious outside pressure in Memphis, and that's when he brought Big 30 and Nochi close into the fold to help keep things steady and make sure his name stayed clear. The night Nochi passed, he had just been at Big 30's show at a local high school, showing love and support like real family should. But only a few hours later, tragedy struck. Nochi was found dead in the same area he grew up in. The news hit hard, especially for Big 30, who was heartbroken by both the loss and what happened next.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44.
What really hurt him, according to his own words, was how Moneybagg reacted, or more accurately, didn't react. Big 30 said that Moneybagg posted a few broken heart emojis online, showing his sadness about Nochi's passing, but when it came time for the funeral, he didn't show up in person. For Big 30, that felt like a major disrespect. If you truly care about someone, if you call them family, you show up when it matters most. That's exactly what Big 30 felt when Moneybagg didn't attend Nochi's funeral. To him, that silence spoke louder than any words could. It made him question everything, especially where Moneybagg's loyalty really stood. After Nochi's passing, things between Big 30 and Moneybagg Yo started falling apart fast. What was once a strong bond began to crack under the weight of distrust and frustration. Big 30 felt like Moneybagg had only kept him and his cousin close for personal protection, not because of genuine brotherhood. When the time came to prove real loyalty, he believed Moneybagg disappeared from the picture. And it wasn't just emotional, the business side started breaking down too. Big 30 began feeling like Bread Gang wasn't giving him the full push he deserved. The numbers weren't adding up, and the support wasn't matching the work he was putting in. So, according to sources, he started exploring new opportunities and seeing what other labels might offer him a better path forward. On Moneybagg's side, he had his own version of the story. He claimed that Big 30 was trying to move behind him, setting up potential deals with other companies without going through him or the label first. From his perspective, that looked like betrayal. That's when things got messy, because both sides had their own truths, and neither one wanted to back down. Moneybagg felt like Big 30 had crossed the line, while Big 30 believed he was being held back and played out of what he earned. It was only a matter of time before all that tension hit the surface. And then it did, when Big 30 dropped a track titled How Could You? This wasn't your average diss song, it was a full-on emotional release. In the record, Big 30 aired out everything he had been holding in, pointing directly at Moneybagg for what he saw as fake energy and broken promises. And How Could You? Big 30 didn't hold anything back. He mentioned how Moneybagg skipped Nochi's funeral, claimed he used him for protection, and said he wasn't the tough guy he pretended to be. Big 30 rapped about how Moneybagg only signed him and Nochi because he needed backup, not because he truly believed in their talent. Big 30 claimed that Moneybagg Yo had been facing serious pressure from some tough figures in Memphis.
That might be true, because I remember a while back they had a video on TikTok with Moneybagg Yo moving the hell out of Memphis and packing all his cars and going.
And needed loyal people around him to keep things steady. But Moneybagg wasn't about to let those claims slide. He fired back hard with a response track called Airball. And let's just say, that song pulled no punches. In Airball, Moneybagg clapped back by calling Big 30 a snake, accusing him of trying to move behind his back and make deals without his knowledge. He said that everything Big 30 had been talking about was exaggerated, and that he had done way more for Big 30's career than anyone realized. Moneybagg made it clear that he felt betrayed by someone he once called family. He even touched on the situation with Nochi from his own point of view, According to Moneybagg, he was heard about No Cheese passing too, but believed Big 30 and his crew had jumped into conflicts that weren't even their business, all for attention and street credit instead of focusing on building success. But the most shocking moment in Airball came when Moneybagg demanded that Big 30 return his Bread Gang chain. He said Big 30 wasn't representing the brand the right way anymore and didn't deserve to wear it. That line alone sent the internet into chaos. Fans couldn't believe it. Of course, Big 30 wasn't about to stay quiet after that. He jumped on social media and started sharing screenshots and posts revealing what he said were the real details about their relationship. In those posts, Big 30 painted Moneybagg as someone who wasn't truly about the life he portrayed in his music, someone who had built his image with help from others behind the scenes. Big 30 doubled down on his claims, saying that Moneybagg had signed rappers from his neighborhood to make himself look more connected and protected. He insisted that the tough image was just for show, and the truth was way different behind closed doors. Big 30 made it clear that he'd been stacking money since he was 18 and never needed any financial help from Moneybagg Yo. He wanted people to know that his success didn't come from riding anyone's wave. But things really took a turn when he started calling out what he believed was fake emotion from Moneybagg about Nochi's death. According to Big 30, Moneybagg posted broken heart emojis online, acting like he was devastated, but then didn't even show up to pay his respects. That hit a nerve. Big 30 said, "We brought life to that, made the city respect you. My homie's gone over that weak stuff, and you ain't even come to his service." That line cut deep and spread fast across social media, with fans picking sides immediately. But that wasn't even the part that had people talking the most. What really sent the internet into a frenzy was Big 30's wild claims about Moneybagg allegedly getting cosmetic work done, something that hits differently in the world of rap where image and reputation mean everything. In his track, Big 30 rapped, "I'm calling it how I see it. Name a time you see me without a Glock or a DRC. I work out and go lose weight. Ain't no way in the world I'm paying a doctor to redo my face." It was a direct jab at rumors that Moneybagg had gone under the knife to tweak his look, including things like liposuction and facial touch-ups. Now in hip-hop, especially the harder street-centered side of it, talk like that can mess with someone's whole image. Big 30 was basically calling Moneybagg a pretty boy, implying he cared more about how he looked than about his reputation or real-life experiences. Fans couldn't believe it, and the internet lit up instantly with the jokes and wild takes. Moneybagg didn't stay quiet though. He clapped back fast in his own record, firing off the line, "I'm calling it how I see it. What makes you think I'd play with my skin? Surgery? Man, out of shape people don't even know nothing about the gym." He tried to flip the situation, making it clear he wasn't pressed about the rumors and even mocked people for spreading them. While all this chaos was going down between Big 30 and Moneybagg, Pooh Shiesty was sitting in federal custody, dealing with his own serious legal situation. He'd been arrested in connection with a Florida case involving a shooting and robbery, and the charges were heavy. Even though Shiesty was locked up, his loyalty to Big 30 never faded for a second. These two weren't just label mates, they were childhood brothers, founding members of Chopper Gang, and had built everything together from the ground up. Their bond was deeper than music, and everyone knew it. So when things got tense between Big 30 and Moneybagg, nobody doubted where his heart was. He was riding for his day one, no questions asked. What made it even more complicated was that Pooh Shiesty had actually worked with Moneybagg Yo before all the drama. They dropped a few solid collaborations and shared mutual respect in the studio. But once the tension between Big 30 and Moneybagg started heating up, business ties didn't matter anymore. Loyalty came first. From behind bars, Shiesty stayed updated on everything happening in Memphis and made sure Big 30 knew he had full support. Even though he couldn't physically step into the mix, his presence was still felt all over the city. People in Memphis knew that when Pooh Shiesty eventually came home, he was gonna stand right beside Big 30, 100% solid. That thought alone kept a lot of people on edge, wondering how things would unfold once he was released. After months of back and forth records, subliminal shots, and messy social media exchanges, it finally seemed like the storm might calm down. Both Big 30 and Moneybagg stopped dropping diss songs, and the online tension started to fade. Fans began to whisper that maybe, just maybe, they had handled things quietly behind closed doors. Word around Memphis was that a few respected OGs had quietly stepped in, trying to cool things off between Big 30 and Moneybagg. They wanted both sides to focus on their music instead of letting the drama tear down what they worked so hard to build. It made perfect sense. Both rappers had solid fan bases, big momentum, and real potential to take their careers to new levels. For a little while, it looked like the piece was actually holding. Big 30 kept dropping music and growing his name, while Moneybagg stayed busy expanding his label and business moves. The Memphis hip-hop scene started breathing again. The tension that had once divided the city seemed to fade, and people were finally talking about music instead of beef. But anyone who really knew the backstory understood that the peace was fragile, more like a temporary pause than a real truce. Too many shots had been fired, too many personal feelings had been hurt, and the trust that once held them together was gone. The feud wasn't dead, it was just sleeping. Then came the moment that shook everything again. Pooh Shiesty's release from federal prison. The entire city was watching closely, waiting to see how his return would change things. Shiesty wasn't just another rapper. He was one of Memphis's most talented and influential voices, and everyone knew his comeback would shift the whole balance of the scene. As soon as he was out, Shiesty jumped straight back into the booth. His first track after getting his freedom was FDO, First Day Out, a song that was supposed to celebrate his return and remind everyone that he was still a force to be reckoned with. But instead of keeping it clean and celebratory, Shiesty decided to stir things up. The line that made everyone stop and rewind was, "I heard street dudes getting tummy tucks, told you these rappers lame." Anyone who had followed the long-running tension between Big 30 and Moneybagg Yo instantly knew who that was aimed at. It wasn't a subliminal, it was a direct jab, clearly referencing the same plastic surgery rumors Big 30 had brought up before. That one line from Pooh Shiesty reignited all the old tension that had been simmering quietly beneath the surface. It was his way of saying that he hadn't forgotten a thing, and that whatever peace Big 30 and Moneybagg might have made didn't apply to him. Shiesty made it crystal clear. He still stood with his people, and he wasn't about to let the past slide just because time had passed. What makes Shiesty's line on FDO so important is how it reshaped the energy in Memphis. First, it showed that Chopper Gang wasn't over the situation, not by a long shot. Even if Big 30 and Moneybagg had agreed to stop going back and forth publicly, the feelings behind the scenes were still raw. That verse confirmed what insiders already knew. The piece was more about appearances than real closure. Second, Pooh Shiesty's return changed the whole balance of power. Big 30 had already built his name and was doing his thing, but Shiesty's star power was different. He had national buzz, a deal under Gucci Mane's 1017 label, and a reputation that carried serious weight in and outside of Memphis. With him stepping back into the mix, the energy around the beef leveled up instantly. And third, the timing of it all made it even more explosive. Pooh Shiesty could have easily come home, focused on rebuilding his career, stacking money, and leaving the old drama behind. But instead, he walked right back into the storm, adding fuel to a situation that most people thought was done. That move said a lot. It hinted that the bad blood between Chopper Gang and Bread Gang ran way deeper than the public ever knew. Now that Pooh Shiesty is back home and clearly not trying to keep things peaceful, and Moneybagg Yo's name and reputation being tested in front of the whole city, the tension is at an all-time high. Everyone can feel that something major is coming, and the streets are watching closely. In Memphis, beef like this doesn't just disappear overnight. It either gets settled in music or leaves lasting scars that never fade. This story is far from finished, and what happens next could decide the future of two of the city's biggest movements. One wrong move, one wrong word, and everything could change, for real. If you're locked in with this story, make sure to hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe so you don't miss what happens next. Because when the smoke clears, one thing's for sure, Memphis hip-hop will never be the same again.
With Google Play Games, you can play unlocked. Unlock bigger screens and better controls. All for the crown. Go play on PC with Google Play Games. Download now.
craziest prison stories, but like they really help. They really help. No bullshit. Maybe my own little tray of chicken salad, cause you know I don't eat no red meat, hamburgers, all that. Just strictly chicken salad. But nah, y'all gotta check this dude out whenever y'all get a chance. He got
Welcome everybody.
Oh yeah, you can just see this is his genre.
Welcome everybody. Welcome. I appreciate you for clicking on my channel. My name is Bill. I'm going to give you a quick overview of what this channel is about. I once made poor decisions that landed me spending 9 years of my life in prison. So I tell stories about the prison.
Basically. So as you see, I done seen a couple of these junk out. One of these James hurt me though, boy. They hurt me bad.
Man, the little dude said he raped me. I ain't scared, I'm dealing with paranoia, so all I see is red. I'm fucked up in the head, in the head, in the head. I'm fucked up in the head, in the head, in the head. Alright, what up though, y'all? It's your boy Bill, back with another story time. For those of you who know me, for those of you who don't know me, who might be new here for the first time, my name Bill. I just got out of prison about 11, 12 days ago. I just did.
Hold up. Oh, yeah.
The lighter up like video before may have been the first one I ever recorded. This is my most viewed video, the most disturbing also. But I wasn't able to monetize it because I didn't really understand the rules to this platform, and I was using a lot of profanity and stuff, and just a lot of stuff that I wanted to cut out of it. So I just decided to do it again. It's going to be a much clean version now, and I'm.
He did 9 years in a Georgia State prison, and all he do is like, tell his stories of what he been through, trying to help the youth. So they don't go out there and do the same thing and end up going through what he go through. So he trying to tell you stories of what he went through, so you could be warned, so you can change your life and do something good for yourself.
Gonna delete the old one. A lot of people ask the question, do people really get violated in prison? Get their manhood taken away in prison? The answer to that is yes. It's not as often as it was back in the day, but the real answer is yes. Like I did 9 years in there, and I have probably been at a prison and heard about it maybe 4 or 5 times. But the fact remains the same that it does still happen. Now, when I say I witnessed it, I did not witness it with my own 2 eyes, but I did witness it with my 2 ears. The way the rooms are set up, they're super close together, right? Inside every room, like going along the wall at the bottom, it's a vent. It's a long vent, probably like that high. And you can talk to your next door neighbors through the vent. They can hear you real good. So if I'm just laying in my room being quiet and my roommate, the people in the room next to me, in there laughing and talking about something, I can hear them through the vent. Sometimes like if we lock down and we want to chop it up with each other, we could just talk. Like I could be laying in my bed and be like, say, bro, what's up? And then he could be like, what's up, bro? What you got going on? And we can hear each other through the vent. And it'll sound a little distant, like it might have a little echo to it. But if I get out my bed and come up close to the vent and be like, hey, bro, and he get out his bed and come up close to the vent, it'll sound crystal clear. It'll be so loud, like like we right here standing in each other's face. Now they got something in the prison called the F games. The F stands for the F word. I'm just not gonna say it. Games. What it is, allegedly heterosexual people that plays games as if they're homosexual. And it's just like a joke. It's just like, ha ha ha, laughing, joking, whatever. Like I think the first time I ever, I probably was in prison just a couple months. The first time I ever heard somebody play the F games. And there was two dudes that used to be together. They was cool with each other. And one of the dudes got up. I think we was getting ready to go out for chow. He was pulling his pants up. His homeboy walked past me and said, "But that getting fat." And then they both bust out laughing. Was like, man, watch out, bro, watch out. And everybody that was around them started laughing. I never felt like that type of stuff was funny. So that's a game that they play in there. Whatever. Like I think the first time I ever, I probably was in prison just a couple months. The first time I ever heard somebody play the F games. And there was two dudes that used to be together. They was cool with each other. And one of the dudes got up. I think we was getting ready to go out for chow. He was pulling his pants up. His homeboy walked past me and said, "But that getting fat." And then they both bust out laughing. Was like, man, watch out, bro, watch out. And everybody that was around them started laughing. I never felt like that type of stuff was funny. So that's a game that they play in there. When I was in there, somebody attempted to play a game with me like that. I probably was on my second year in. It was one of my homeboys I was cool with. He had been locked up a little longer than me, you know, so he was into the plan, and he just was the type of person that wanted to be around and play and joke a lot. And, you know, I like to joke and stuff too, but not about certain stuff. I was talking to him about, we was just talking that morning. I said something. I had some toothpaste or something on my shirt. And then I was telling him I was brushing my teeth this morning. I messed around, swallowed some toothpaste. Then I went trying to mess around and spit some of it out they got on my shirt or whatever. And once I said the word swallowed, he looked at me and was like, "Boy, you did what?" And then I just let him know right then and there. I'm like, "Hey, listen, bro, you know, I rock with you, we cool, but I don't play the F games, bro. I don't play games like that with people. I don't want nobody playing with me like that. You know, that's just not something that I want to play about, and I would appreciate it if you don't ever play with me like that again." You know what I'm saying? So he was like, "You know, bro, I respect it. I ain't try you or nothing. I don't even live like that. I just think it's funny. I just play like that." I'm like, "Yeah, well, you know, that's what you do. That's cool. I'm not judging you. I'm just telling you don't play with me no more like that." So he was like, "All right, cool." So I nipped stuff like that in the bud off the dribble. Like, I feel like stuff like that, if you feel the way I feel about it, you don't even give it. As soon as the door try to open a little bit, you slam it back. You let it be known off the dribble. I don't play like this. You can play with whoever you want to play with like this, but don't play with me like this. Now, there's a saying that says there's some truth behind every joke. I think it's some truth to that saying, but I don't feel like it's 100%. Because I make jokes all the time and I don't be serious about stuff. But like I said, I do think there's some type of, you know, is some degree of that statement that's true. And just thinking about that, and you know, you're around people that you don't know. You just met these people in prison. You know, you don't know what these people in here for. I just feel like we shouldn't be playing no games like that. So I nipped that in the bud off the dribble. Now there's these two dudes. It's a little dude and a big dude. The little dude is probably, bro, give or take 5'5", 5'6", little skinny, little short, light brown skinned dude. His roommate, darker dude. I'm 5'11". Dude had to be, I know for a fact he had me by at least 2 or 3 inches. We just gonna give him 6'2", maybe 6'3", but to be safe, we gonna give him 6'2". Now, this dude buff, big, work out all day, push up, pull ups. I'm talking about muscles like this. Big old dude, tatted up everywhere, tatted all on the face and everything. Now these two dudes, the little dude and the big dude, argues with each other all day long. I'm talking about they just argue with each other over and over and over. And it's not like arguments where it's just amongst them and don't nobody know. It be big arguments, bro. Like the whole dorm be hearing about it. Like they be going crazy with it. Like they get mad and be calling each other out their names, calling them the B word. Like they be saying all kind of crazy stuff to each other. So one day these dudes so-called themselves get to fight. So they arguing. The little dude, the one running the room talking about hit, then hit. So big dude running there behind him. You know, people run over there to the door watching. They in there, they get to scrapping. These people was in the room right next door to me. They used to argue and so-called themselves get to fighting all the time. So the little dude finally came, bust out the room. He had a little blood on his face. His lip was fat just a little bit. He was looking back to the room. He was sweating everywhere. And he said, yeah, just beat your... And the bigger dude came walking out the room smiling. He was sweating too. I think he had a little scratch right here. And he said, I let you do that. I let you do that with your little sex ass. I let you do that. And when he said that, everybody in the dorm bust.
Ain't nothing about that funny, cuz. Hell no.
Started laughing, bro. They thought it was so funny. And then the little dude was like, nah, you gay. You know, but he play like that too, bro. I done witnessed him with my own 2 eyes play the F games all the time with his roommate. So I'm gonna give it a couple days went by after they got to fighting. I'm standing outside my door because the inspection team had just left. I was just still standing out there. I was rolling up a Chris Brown CD. I had just started, this was around the time I had kind of just started smoking Chris Brown CDs on and off because I smoke them, put them down, smoke them, put them down. So the door next to me, the door where these two dudes is roommates, it's a piece of tissue. The door is closed and it's a piece of tissue hanging out the door. The tissue represents I'm doing something, I need my privacy, do not enter. That's what tissue hanging out the door means. I'm standing outside my door rolling up the Chris Brown CD. I had just had a wick. A wick is, you know, the tissue with the fire on it. That's how we use a light. The door popped. People started coming in that was outside the dorm that was going to like movement, class, the chaplain office, wherever they was going to, is people coming back in from there. So the big dude comes in. He walks over there. And when I'm putting the lighter up like this to light the Chris Brown CD, I hear him say, "Hey, C-Bill." Now, I didn't know what he wanted because I don't even talk to him, bro. I promise you. I don't talk to dude, period. Because he plays the F games with damn near everybody he talked to, it seems like. And he's super big, workout. You know, he be acting like a bully, but not like a bully in a serious sense, just like playing with people. Like, he'll just be playing. But I just feel like you already big as hell, and you play the F games, and you be acting like you some type of beast. We're just not going to get cool. I'm going to stay away from you far as possible. So, you know, I'd never be placed in a situation where I feel like I got to do something to you. So I was super confused when he called my name. I had no idea what he wanted. I looked up at him. I'm like, "What's up, bro?" He said, "How long my roommate had the tissue in the door?" What? You think I'm sitting here watching your roommate paying attention to how long he got damn tissue in the door? I don't know. So I told him, like, "Bro, I don't know. I ain't watching, paying attention to nobody how long they got the tissue in the door." So he walks up to the door. He knocks on the door. Dude. Little dude in the room said, "Yeah." Big dude outside the room said, "Bro, you using the bathroom, bro?" Like, he had an attitude, because sometimes when people come from out the door, they just ready to go in their room and relax or whatever. So when you come in and your roommate got tissue in the door, you know you can't go in there right now. It'll have you frustrated sometimes. So he like, "Bro, you using the bathroom, bro?" So the little dude said, "Yeah, I'm using the bathroom." So the big dude was walking away. Then he turned around and screamed over his shoulder. He said, "Nah, no, you ain't. No, you ain't. You in there beating your little meat. I know what you're doing. It's all right, though. I'm going to beat it for you later on." And then he bust out laughing. The little dude in
We in prison. I'm 5'5". This nigga 6'3". And that nigga say some shit like that. What you doing? I need a room change immediately. Or we just gonna rumble right now so we can go to the hole. I don't even care if we lose, but I ain't spending another night in that junk with you talking like that.
the room bust out laughing. You could hear him laughing out loud. Everybody else that heard it bust out laughing. They're like, "Man, bro, crazy." Like it's a big joke or something. I didn't find it funny at all. So a couple days later, it was a big stabbing that popped off at the prison in another dorm. It didn't happen in our dorm, but it was a big gang issue. It was between two gangs. Now, whenever there's a big stabbing in the prison, every dorm go on lockdown. Sometimes, like if they got honor dorms or faith-based dorms, I ain't told y'all about that yet, but I'm gonna get into that. But like, if they got the real good dorms where they ain't got nobody yet that they feel like is a threat, they may not lock them down. But everybody, whenever a big gang incident happens in whatever dorm, the whole prison go on lockdown because they got different gangs in every building. So the same gang that just stabbed it out with each other in a different building, you know, you got some people in my dorm, that dorm, that's a part of that same gang. And they might feel some type of way that their brother got stabbed up by these people. So the people that's affiliated with that in their dorm, they might just go do that same thing to them. So to keep it from spreading, the prison will lock everybody down as soon as something real big pops off. So I probably say we've been locked down now. Usually by us it not being in the dorm we happened in, we'll probably be on lockdown about a week. But for the dorm it happened in, oh yeah, they're going to be locked down for a little minute, way longer than a week. So throughout the course of us being locked up, the little dude and the big dude in the room, all they doing is playing, wrestling. All day, you hear wrestling, you hear screaming, you hear laughing, you hear them hitting the locker boxes. They just wrestling and playing all day. That's all they do.
I'm not playing with no nigga in no small cell, wrestling around. Hell nah. After that nigga just said what he said, and you on lockdown, you in that cell with him 24 hours?
I say probably about 3 or 4 days into the lockdown, you hear wrestling and stuff one day. And then you hear the little dude saying, we hear him through the vent saying, man, bro, I don't give a about no size, bro. I don't give no how much bigger than me you is. I beat the choke. And you know this, bro. Get your hand on my face, bro. I'm going to fall off in your Now, you know when somebody say I'm going to fall off in your they just saying like I'm going to swing on you. Little dude like, bro, this is my last time I'm going to tell you, bro. Get your hand on my face or I'm going to fall off in your So you got certain people, because we got back windows too, like a long little thing you can slide, a little metal slab you can slide. So people that hear them through the back window, you got people instigating, laughing, saying whatever they saying out on the back window. My roommate said to me, he was like, "Bill, them folk crazy as hell." And I was like, man, I ain't studying them. They do that all day, 24/7. Next thing you know, they go to fighting for real. Again, I didn't witness it with my own 2 eyes, but I did witness it with my ears. I knew it wasn't no joke now. Now you hear shoes scuffling. You hear smacking sounds like somebody getting punched. You hear like rumbling all around the room. And, you know, in the course of them fighting, you hear like when somebody hitting somebody, like you hear people, you know, both of them saying little crazy stuff to each other. I say that went on, bro, for probably a good 20 seconds. And then little dude go to saying, all right, bro, all right, that's enough, bro. I'm straight. But you still hear. He like, bro, quit hitting me, bro, I'm straight.
See? You should have just got out of that bottom after he said that shit, because now you on lockdown. Now I couldn't want to start whooping your ass. Nah. You should have beat his ass that time he said that shit. When he said that shit, you should have beat his ass. Then went to the hole. Because now you on lockdown. You going to be on lockdown for a week. Y'all get the rumbling in there. You 5'4". He's 6'2", 6'3". Big Diesel, y'all in there rumbling. And now you saying, all right, stop. But he don't want to stop rumbling. I'm gonna knock your ass out. He gonna pumpkin head your ass.
Hey, I'm straight, bro. Quit hitting me, bro. I'm straight. I'm done. I'm good. So you got a couple people on the back window like, he said he's straight, bro. He said he's straight. Quit hitting him. He said he's straight. Now, here's the thing. You got a lot of people that say size doesn't matter in a fight, and it's all about skill because, oh, I'm a little dude, and I done beat out of some big dudes. Okay, yeah, okay. That's true to a degree. But if you're 5'5", approximately 130 in weight, and you're the most skilled fighter in the world, and we're in this little small-ass room, and I'm 6'2", 6'3", every bit about 200, maybe 210 pounds, and we get to fighting, and I catch you one good time in your chin, all of this power coming from me is gonna knock you out, bro. It don't matter how skilled you are when I'm way more powerful than you. You can be skilled and a little dude and got all the skills in the world and you trying to do what you do. And I can be super strong and bigger than you and I can't fight. I can just do the windmill where I'm drop my head, go to screaming and swinging. But these hits are so powerful, I might knock you out, bro. So I feel like that's why in a professional fight, boxing, UFC, you don't see nobody 5'5", 130, fighting nobody 210, 6'3". You don't see that because that stuff does matter, bro. Next thing you know, you hear the smaller dude. Well, I just heard the noise. I really couldn't identify which one of them it was, but based off the smaller dude was just saying, stop hitting me, stop hitting me. I already knew it was him. The punching sound stopped. You stopped hearing that. Then you heard like a slight little wrestle movement, like some scuffling. And then you heard, and while you was hearing that, you was hearing like a smacking type of sound. So based off of the noise, I already knew the big dude had the little dude in the yoke, probably choking him out. And the smacking sounds we was hearing, because when you get choked out and it start reaching the point where you can't breathe, it's like a natural reaction for us to do like that, hit the person's arm, because the tap basically means, hey, bro, I really can't breathe, let me go. I knew that's what that noise was, even though I wasn't seeing it with my own 2 eyes. So it's a couple people down that's in the other room, you know, they go to screaming stuff out the back window like, what's up, bro, what's up? What y'all got going on, man? Y'all tripping, bro. Y'all folk get to hitting, y'all fight, y'all shoot the one that's hit, bro. Sound like somebody getting choked out over there. The noise stopped. That little noise, it all stopped. And then you could hear like, bro, you could tell when somebody get dropped, bro. Like you heard a smack sound, one sound on the ground. And I know that was the big dude dropping the little dude, letting him go. A couple seconds go by. You got people still screaming on the back window trying to see what's going on. And then you hear the little dude say, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro, just rethinking this, reliving this whole thing, it really bothers me, bro, just to go back into this. But I wanted to be able to monetize it, and it's a lot of things they wasn't letting, you know, certain viewers view it. They was putting a lot of restrictions on it because the profanity I was using. So I wanted to do it again, but it do kind of bother me even, you know, going back into that. But you hear the little dude saying, bro, what you got going on, bro? You tripping, bro. Bro, you tripping. What you got going on, bro? You tripping. Instantly, I felt like it was a candy bar involved. I felt like the bigger dude had pulled out a candy bar. And the thing that's crazy, because when I was thinking about it, you are already way bigger and way stronger than this man. You can already damn near beat him to death with your hands. So if you pull out a candy bar, bro, you might flatline this man for real. Like, he might fall and don't never get up because there's so much power behind the candy bar. There's other people that thought the same thing because people went to yelling out the back window, man, big bro, I know you ain't pulling no candy bar out on that, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. It ain't even that serious, bro. Y'all folk tripping, man. So you got people saying stuff like that. My roommate said, Bill, you hear that? I said, yeah. He said, man, bro finna bust him. I said, yeah, that's crazy. He said, man, I ain't studying their ass, bro. They do that arguing, fighting, acting like they gonna do something to each other all day. He rolled over in his bed, went facing the wall like he about to go to sleep. Next thing you know, you hear little dudes say, bro, I ain't with that. I ain't with none of that. I don't know what you got going on, bro. You, for real? Boy, I ain't living like that, boy. You tripping, boy. What the hell you got going on? I ain't with none of that. When he said that, I knew it was not a candy bar. It was something else going on. My roommate jumped up off his bed ASAP, jumped down. He said, bro, you heard it? I said, yeah. So he went down there to the vent. He said, little bro, what the hell going on, little bro? Well, my roommate screamed through the vent. You heard some more wrestling, right? When my roommate asked him what was going on, like you heard some like stuff like that. The little dude responded back to my roommate and said, man, they done stripped butt naked, bro. This man done took off all his clothes, bro. He's saying here trying to pull my pants down. Oh,
see?
no, bro, what the you got going on, bro? And you know, you just still hearing stuff like that. So when I heard him saying that, I jumped up out my bed and I went and looked out the window. Now on the door, you got a window about that long, like plexiglass you can see through, and I don't see nothing. The officer booth is right across from us, but I looked through in the officer booth, ain't no officer in there. So my roommate jumped up, came running to the door. He like, watch out, Bill. So I moved back over here by my bed. It's a big old gap under the door at Smith State Prison, about that big. So my roommate get down on the floor, kind of turn his head sideways and go to screaming, officer! Officer! He was trying to get the officer attention. So he finally jumped up and looked. He didn't see the officer. He turned around and went to kicking the door. Every time you kick the door, it make a loud ass boom type of noise. So he kicking the door. Boom, 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 boom. He dropped back down. Officer! Officer! Other people by that point in the dorm, they done caught on to what's going on. Everybody done went to kicking their door. Boo, 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 boo. A lot of people kicking the door right now. Now you got some people that'll say, oh, that's a snitch move. They tried to get the police attention. Listen, bro, to all the young people that's confused, I'm about to get right back to the story, but let me just tell y'all this. All the young people that's confused and trying to keep up with this street code and feel like, oh, this is a snitch, that's a snitch. Listen to me, brother. If me and you go participate in something illegal and you get caught and I don't, and you tell on me, yeah, you snitched because you ain't had no business telling on me if you was out here in this field doing whatever it was you was doing. But if you're in a room and somebody that, you know, you ain't even got to be the best with them in the world. You ain't even got to be that best cool with him. You know, little dude was all right with me. I ain't rock with him that much, but he was all right. And you hear something like somebody trying to take this man manhood, and you know this dude is 120, 130, and you know this dude is 200, 210, and you kick the door to get the officer's attention. That's not snitching, bro. And if you still think it is, I'm not going to go back and forth with you about it. Whatever. I don't know what to tell you. So everybody kicking the door, everybody probably give it a good 20 kicks, then take a break, then go give it some more kicks and stuff. Bruh, after that, little dude made a like a heart-wrenching scream, bro. I'm talking about he screamed in a way that I feel like no grown man should ever scream, bro. It was damn near like a howl. Like it was a loud scream and it drug on for a long time, bro. So my roommate runs back over there to the window. He get off the floor, he run over there to the window, and he just screaming, talking crazy to the bigger dude out the window. He tell
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, you ain't gotta do this. Or I was trying to talk her out of it, basically. Like, trying to say she could talk to me. She was basically saying it's too late. God dang. She feel like it's no helping it. She too deep in. I was telling her, like, cause you're not deep into what I was. It is a hope. I said, I'm sober. You don't got to do this. Talked to her for a minute, but then she stopped replying. Yeah, man, I can't do that, cause I was on that John. I know that junk make you like, nah, bro. I'm gonna still text her and try to talk to her, but like, nah. I mean, I got a few people, but I'm not about to call them. Yeah, nah, I can't do that. That I would actually help with, but like, not that. Say no to drugs.
I'm like, boy, that's on everything. You don't leave that man alone. We come off lockdown, we gonna pull you out. We gonna bust you with the candy bar. We ain't with no like that. We play and kick it. But bro, we ain't with all that. So everybody else pretty much started doing the same thing. Everybody that's on the back window, they putting it on their set, on their gang. If big dude don't leave little dude alone, they gonna bust him when we come off lockdown. Now it's like this, bro. Little dude ain't had no bad energy with nobody in there, bro. And it's like we was all in the dorm together for so long to the point it damn near almost was like a family, bro. Like, almost. You know, you had your little squabbles and your little beefs and stuff, but when you be around people for so long, you just kind of get used to them. You know what I'm saying? Now, if little dude was a bad energy, evil, thinking he's so slick type person that ain't nobody care about, nobody probably wouldn't even been doing all that, bro. But he was all right dude. So, you know, everybody screaming, talking crazy to big dude, putting it on their mama. They gonna bust him with the candy bar, all kind of stuff. That same heart-wrenching howl, scream, whatever you want to call it, that I told you I had heard not too long ago.
Sun will rise.
We heard it again and again and again and again and again. And then it went from those screams to like crying, bro. You could hear little dude over there crying, but it was it had a rhythm to it. Like he was crying, but certain times he'd cry louder or whatever. Like it was like if somebody crying, it's like, like cries like that. Then you started hearing like just a whole bunch of little noises, but you know it ain't fighting noises. It's just like movement. I already know that noise was a little dude trying to grab hold of something, trying to snatch on something, trying to move his body, push his body, trying to roll over, flip over, whatever it was. I know that was him trying to get away from this predator. I'm just not gonna say their names. They were both probably in their 30s. And bruh, after like all the movement and stuff that I was saying, I just heard he just started back screaming, bruh. And then crying louder, then screaming, then crying, then screaming, then crying, then screaming, then crying. It reached the point where the little dude was like, bruh, please, bruh. Please, just stop. Please, bruh, please. Bruh, I know for a fact the smaller dude was screaming away from this predator. I'm just not gonna say their names. They were both probably in their 30s. And bruh, after like all the movement and stuff that I was saying, I just heard he just started back screaming, bruh. And then crying louder, then screaming, then crying, then screaming, then crying, then screaming, then crying. It reached the point where the little dude was like, bruh, please, bruh. Please, just stop. Please, bruh, please. Bruh, I know for a fact the smaller dude was screaming and crying for every bit of 45 minutes. I know this for a fact, no exaggeration. I know for a fact it was every bit of 45 minutes. So once the screaming and crying and stuff stopped, my roommate asked me, said, Bill, what time it is? I had a little G-Shock. I looked at it. You know, you gotta press the button to make it light up. Said it's 1 o'clock. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. So, you know, we don't hear the screaming and crying noise no more. So now people calling little dude, calling big dude, hitting the vent, hitting the wall. Some people still kicking the door, trying to get the police attention. We don't hear nothing. Big dude ain't been making noise the whole time. So I'm laying up there. My roommate, he's still calling little dude, other people making little noises and stuff. I started getting sleepy, bro. I laid down in my bed and, you know, I started kind of dozing off a little bit. But I wasn't all the way there. My roommate said, Bill, what time it is? And I look at the watch, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I done dozed off for real. I ain't even know it. 3 o'clock in the morning, bro. The officer usually don't bring the breakfast trays in the morning till like 4:45. But right when I told him it was 3 o'clock, we heard the door pop. The front door out there, the door where the officer at, we heard the door pop, like it popped open loud. Me and my roommate both jump up, run over to the door, but the window's so small, only one person really can see out of it at a time. So my roommate ran up to the door, he looking at the window. I ran, jumped on top of the toilet, held the top of the door at the top and pulled my body over. A little bit, my feet still on the toilet. So now we can look out and see outside the room. So we seen the officer right there. All right, it's two sides of the door. It's a booth. You got this door, that's to let you outside. You'll actually step on the sidewalk. You got this middle area, and then you got this door. This is to actually let you in the dorm to where we at. She was in this middle area. We believe she was getting ready to go back out the door. Me and my roommate both started screaming, "Officer! Officer!" My roommate turned around and started kicking the door real hard. Boo, 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 boo. Other people that was still up or that was just waking up, they started doing the same thing, kicking the door real hard. Boo, 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 boo. They started screaming, "Officer! Officer!" She turned around and looked. She came in the dorm. She like, "What?" So everybody screaming at the same time. Me and my roommate like, come here. But everybody screaming. So she was like, "I can't understand all y'all at the same time." So everybody started screaming my room number. You know, the people that's up there, they getting it mixed up. But if she get over here, that's cool too. So everybody go to scream my room number. So she look over to my room. So me and my bunkmate, we go to scream, "Come here, come here." So the lady came over there to the room. She stood in front of the door. My roommate, he had got on the ground and started screaming. So when he seen her coming, he jumped up. And she came and she was like, "What? What's up? What's up? Y'all all right?" And my roommate, she came over there. She like, "What's up? What's up?" and my roommate put his like mouth up close on the door.